Good afternoon and welcome to Pat Rafter Arena. Boy, do we have some tennis for you this afternoon, a veritable feast of tennis we've got, and with me to share the afternoon is our old friend Pat Smash. Pat, you're looking very fashionable today.
Thanks, Fred. You're not looking too bad yourself. And so the boys have had a long season this year. What do you think we can expect from them today?
Well, Pat, I think it's fairly safe to say we look like being in for a tremendous afternoon of tennis. It's rare to get this number of veteran stars gathered together under the one roof at the same time, and with the new off-the-bench rule that allows regular changes of players and rest periods, it should be a ripper, I think. The prospect of the feisty Patterson possibly teamed up with Basher Barlow against arch rivals Lyons and Rankin. It's one matchup that should see some real fireworks.
There was some conjecture whether Lyons would actually even play.
Well, Pat, he's been complaining of that wonky knee for a couple of seasons now, but they do say a Lion is at his most dangerous when injured, if you'll excuse the pun. I expect he won't be giving his opponents much quarter.
And you mentioned Barlow. How's his form been in the circuit this year?
Bill, well, some would say he's probably past his best, but you can be sure there'll be flashes of brilliance, and as long as the error count doesn't creep too high, he should be in for a great game. Patterson's like a veritable bee in a bottle at the net, almost impossible to get past and nippy around the court. They don't call him Pitter-Pat Patterson for nothing. And then Rankin, of course. We can expect a good, solid game, as always, from the Southpaw.
And what about off the bench?
Well, Hickman's been in a good paddock, and probably a yard slower than his halcyon days, but you can never underestimate his ability just being in the right place at the right time, you know. Young Davy Griffiths he's the babe of the group, and he's sometimes an orthodox style can leave his opponents guessing. And Hasker, of course, is the consummate professional. When he belts a ball, it stays hit. Like Patterson, he covers the court like the Energizer Man and can run all day if necessary. As for Morris and Campbell, hard to know whether they'll even take the court. We'll just have to wait and see. But what a treat if either of them do. I think Shane Warne's flip is the only thing in recent years that I've seen to rival Morris's serve.
And Donnie Gordon's had an exceptional year.
Yeah, the good old Donnie. I mean, you know, since he won the Veterans at Flushing Meadow, there's just been no holding him back. I'm really looking forward to seeing his performance today.
Well, it looks like we're in for a real treat, Fred.
You can say that again, Pat. So, without further ado, I think they're gathering for the traditional sniffing of the balls. So we may cross over to centre court and catch the boys in action.
Yes.
And here we see Lions heading down for the tradition of the sniffing of the balls. Hard to say where this age-old tradition originated. Some believe it stems from a pagan ritual associated somehow with the summer solstice, but most just think it's because blokes enjoy the smell of the pneumatic rubber gas that's expelled when the can's popped. Hickman was telling me recently that he believes the formulation's been changed in recent years and it just doesn't waft and hang in the air like it used to. What are your thoughts, Pat?
I reckon a good dose up the nostrils before a thrilling five-setter. It can just stimulate me onto greater endeavours.
And here the guys are having a bit of a hit-up, a bit of surprise. I would have thought that Lyons and Barlow may have led off against Patterson and partner. However, it looks like it's going to be Gordon and Rankin against Hickman and Hasker. Rankin's had an up and down year. He climbed the world rankings this year to a creditable 8,046, up 3 places from the previous year, but by all accounts has made a dent in his prize winnings of around 20,000 on the Japanese and Spanish circuits. Hasker, on the other hand, still seems to be pulling a profit out of the veteran circuit in the Middle East. And the guys are... Sorry, Pat?
Nice little shot there.
Yes. The guys are obviously feeling their way on the court, and it's a bit of a change to the all-weather all-weather artificial grass that they usually play on. But we're starting to see a couple of decent rallies as the game progresses. And there's Hickman strolling around the court. You can see why they call him Mr. Comfortable.
Yes, very comfortable.
Every shot looks effortless. In fact, to be frank, it doesn't look like he makes any effort at all. I'd say if he was any more active, he'd be leaning against the umpire's chair having a snooze. Okay, and here we are, Patterson showing his fine form. Oh, a bit of a disappointment. We used to better than that from Patterson. But isn't he, what a fashion statement, eh? He's turned out in all the gear today. Certainly a lot more panache than that yellow jacket of yours, Pat. And here's the young Griffiths. Nice serve.
Nice return.
Oh, and Lyons puts in one. Griffiths, oh, into the net. What a pity. What a pity, but what a great rally. And off again. And
the speed of that serve got up to 200 kilometres then.
204, I think. And that's, oh, Lyons just dominating it there. Oh, but finally Griffiths gets across court. And Barlow. Oh, this one, watch for it down the centre. Oh, what a pity. Oh well. This time, deep into the right. Oh no. Oh well. We did say about the high, the potential of Bill's high count on mistakes. Oh. Donnie Gordon, beautiful shot, beautiful serve, coming in. Oh, lovely shot, lovely shot. Oh, and Hasker, beautiful cross court. Oh, and the Energizer man, he missed it. He missed it.
Oh, good rally.
Okay. So Hasker into the net. Hickman back. Rankin. And now it's been a great afternoon's tennis though, hasn't it? Oh, and there's Bill. No doubt about it, Bill's having a bummer of a day, but you can't help but love the man, can you? Oh, and one from John over the top. Oh, it's just, what a pity, just a bit out. Donnie Fault. And in. And isn't it great to see the Commodore in the chair and taking part in some capacity at least?
Nice return there.
Yeah, lovely return there. And Rankin showing some of the form that no, I'm not even sure that Rankin's playing. Oh dear.
There's another change.
Yeah, that is a change coming up. Right. And there's Hickman gesticulating to the crowd, asking them to be quiet. Barlow stripping down. So it'll be interesting to see what configuration they decide to take up now. I think obviously Rankin's on court. No. Here we go. Here we go, and what's going on here? some indecision as to what the score is. Even the chair umpire doesn't seem to know. But in true VATC spirit, he's made a decision and they're going to call it game as the balls are passed back to the other end of the court to Patterson to have a serve. The spirit of fair play with these guys with their foundation shots and calling balls in when they're obviously out is just great to see in this high-flying and extremely competitive sport. Beautiful lob from Barlow to the far end of the court. Oh, and a smash from Lyons. Oh, you can tell Donny's feeling the pressure. And another great rally. Gosh, there's been some fabulous rallies this afternoon, Pat, don't you think?
It's been wonderful to watch. And I'm sure the crowd have enjoyed it just as much as us.
It's been a veritable feast of tennis, and gosh, and it's all over too soon. But gosh, you'd have to sort of say there's no better way to finish off a classic VATC day than with the family portrait. What do you say, Pat?
Well, I think today the winner has been definitely the game of tennis.
Oh, you can quote me on that, Pat.
Another player.
Nice shot of everybody together.
And Bob slipping in there. Oh well, all done and dusted for another year.